Hello guys, this is a video on how to do the cover page, but at the same time is an ongoing video that hopefully we can get done but in few iterations. So, okay, I just starting to put like some text in here. This PDF is editable, so it's meant to be for us to work, but on the same basis. And as you can see, I have copied different cover pages. Then we start, well, this I need it also. Then we do some analysis plan, normal plans, elevations, and stuff like that. But this will be a file purely to how the text and the organization and the alignments of the presentation works. Really that. Where is this file? It's in my drive, ArchiSquad, Teams, the Canary, standards. Okay, it's in here. It could be ArchiSquad, but let's do it first with the standards. And then actually, yeah. And then we work it out. So I don't mind even if we work on this in PDF, I mean, or ArchiCAD in PDF, and then we do the AutoCAD because it's sort of easier to then update. Then the next thing, just before I jump into this, is if I go to the intranet, sorry, it's on the other screen. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so I have created a tab here, which is my teams. And in my teams, I'm going to create like a set of standards that is basically the same as squad standards. But these ones, we work it out, these ones later, which will be like the Archi squad standards. Then in my teams, is the teams that are being allocated to work for. We're going to have the list of standards in here if they have any standard. Like, for example, this is now we're working on the Canary. So we're gonna get the Canary done because at the end of the day is what we use all the time, and then it'll show up there. Now, first, we're gonna classify the text into uh, 5 sizes. Now, what are the dimensions? I don't know yet. I imagine that T1 will be 6 points because I can't read anything smaller than that. T2 will be probably maybe it can be maybe the same, or maybe 7 or 8. T3 a bit bigger, etc., etc. And then we have different variation on the text, which is C capital, B bold, I italic, G gray, like faint, U underline, S squared. And gray I'm going to do on purpose at 75% of darkness. Okay, this is the basis of all documentation. Is like we have 5 type of text, 5 sizes, and no more than that. This is quite a lot actually. And then we can vary depends on this. So if I go to this page, we have that the biggest thing is the construction documentation, which is the stage name. Okay, and then the project name and the document, the type of set, also the documentation set. Okay. Okay, so it'll be architectural set or technical set or just an explanation. And then this will follow T4, bold, T4, T5, and let's do this in capitals. Capitals. Then, well, we have all these ones. This one aligns this way. These ones align this way. And we need to check what is the distance from here to here. And so basically we're going to have then like a diagram of the plans. So we're going to have everything with like dummy text and explaining all the sizes on an A3. So that is important. Now on the legends, so we have these ones. Bold, yeah. Bold. So we're gonna call it TCNRY documentation standards, and this column will be for our documentation standards, which will be the abbreviations, which is this one. Then I'm going to now line on these documents which ones we're going to remove from this list because we don't need. I'm gonna keep it so it fits in one column. That will be enough. So I'm gonna go through that in a minute. Just like that, we just delete that one. Okay. So they will fit in one column, and then the other column would be for this legend, annotation legend, line type legend, and then also we're gonna have this color code and the one for Barry Avenue, this one also, this one also. Okay, so they are the main legends, and they can actually merge together because there are a few redundant stuff. Where the hell I am here? Now the next column is for finishes and items schedules. Yeah, and in here we're gonna list is for listing yeah, key schedule. So how do we call this? 1 second. Okay, so yeah, we finish an item key or code key, coding key, coding key. Okay, and in here we have with all these items. So it might be the structure or whatever, and it goes always on this list that is relevant to this set and this project. But this one is gonna be always the same, like a copy and paste, always the same. Now, the line of this box will be aligned to the line of this box. It will be always the same type of line. We have to decide like gray or darker, but it have to be always the same. This will vary the size depending on the if it's coming down or up, and this one the same. So we'll finish on the first revision. Okay. Then, then this text and this text and this text is the same, and they are all aligned. Now the next thing is this distance. We have to maybe have a page that is blank page only with these dimensions. So imagine that we basically put only the lines like that, and we start like setting all the coordinates. In PDF it's fine. Yeah. Then we have the disclaimer, which goes at T1. Relevant notes. Okay. This one. Okay. Then any title of a drawing or an image, it will be the same, and it have to be T3 capitals and bold. Okay, so it will be exactly as T3 capital and bold external finishes. And how does it work? This one, okay, because we have a line above at a particular distance and a line below, and then because there is another item below, then it will just interlock, and then when it's the first item will just overlap with the line of the box. So just as simple as that. Okay, so then we can always snap to that. Now the distance of these lines should be, so what we should do is that these lines maybe goes right in the middle of these boxes, leaving a bit of a legend. I mean, right in the middle will be hard. I mean, not this column, but these columns can be no a bit less than the middle, obviously, because we need the gap in between. So you need to work out exactly what is the dimensions, and don't work out like 237.875, just something like 15 or 20. Okay, in millimeters. Now, if I go to a plan, I'm just starting to say like what is T2 and T1. So basically, as I said before, all this is standard text. This will be bold, and it says that if it's finished, it will be bold and italics, and then the explanation just normal. And this will be bold capitals and T3, and can say underline also if you want. Maybe underline is too many lines; it doesn't look that good. Okay, so basically then all whatever has numbers normally is T2. It can be italics or 45 degrees if it's an existing thing. Actually, let's add 45 degrees. Like in 45 degrees angle. I tilt the text, and normally it will be for existing RLs on the floor. And yeah, and then everything will be without a box. The text I reckon will be in bold, capital bold. Then this will be T2. This will be T1 because Josephine is very, very small. This might be T2. We have to check what looks better. Okay, all the nodes, T3, when we have to put a node, but we try to minimize putting nodes. Okay, there is a bulkhead, but then there's a node we have to specify and stuff like that. So this is the first step. So what can we expect is that we have a new page, insert blank page, and we're gonna do A3 landscape. Okay, and we're gonna have a page just like that. You know, one with all the standards, with all the lines and all the text as a dummy thing, even these lines, everything in real coordinates to understand the alignment of the page. So this will be the cover page, and then we have one similar for a normal page, yeah. And then we have like a cover page well done once we work out on the next documentation we're doing, and we update this document all the time until it's just refined and it has, well, it will have two of these diagrams. It will have one cover page and one, maybe a couple of different plans that are well done, and we just point in and do comments on this, and maybe the different situations like site analysis and summary plans and stuff like that, and we just start creating this, working on this document and adding to, yeah, as a documentation standard. So that's a bit of the starting of new life. Thank you. Bye bye.